Welcome. The new episode of Peter's English Podcast has been started. I'm your host, Peter, and I'm trying to activate the AI Role Easy Creator Quadpot. And I did it. And we can start. People, welcome. Here is the new picture in picture mode episode. It's called Learn English with Peter with the help of study learn mode on Microsoft Copilot. And in today's episode, I want to chat with Microsoft Copilot in its, but because it's its study and learn mode. And we can start right now, but let's start with the jingle. As usual, learn English, be successful, change your life, open elder doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Yes, people, it's true. And without further ado, we can start. Okay. Uh, can you see? Yes, you can see everything. I want to activate Microsoft Copilot. And Peter, don't be shy. No one cares about you. Let's start. Simply start. Okay. It is study and learn mode. Action. And we can start. I hope that everything is working. Yes, everything is working. Peter, just don't destroy your mic. Is the most important part of your live stream. Okay. Here is. Yes, it's really study and learn mode. We can start. And wait a minute. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Okay, people, we can start. Uh, you're the most popular kind of episode. Learn English with Peter. Okay, action, Peter. The camera is rolling. The microphone is live, and we are officially inside People Mode study and learn. Because you said the magic word, I now switch into study mode rules, guiding you step by step, asking small questions, and helping you discover the answers, not just giving them. You told me we're continuing with the second group of prepositions, and you already remembered the first 10. So let's warm up your brain gently, one idea at a time. Step 1, quick memory check. Before we continue with the new group, I want to check your foundation. Here is my question, just one, small, simple. Can you tell me at least two prepositions from the first group you learned last time? No, I cannot. It's very good. Uh, it's a very good good idea, but no. Yes, people know I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, no, okay. Let's continue. F5. It has to be fun. Now I actually woken up. Hi everyone again, and we can start. It's a very good idea, but no. Peter, that's exactly the answer I expected from you. Poor people, house energy like usual. No problem at all. We stay in study mode, so I won't push you. I'll simply guide you to the next tiny step. Since you don't want to recall the first group right now, we'll do something easier. Step 2, gentle restart. Before I give you the next group of prepositions, I want to check one simple thing. Do you want the second group to be about preposition of place, time, of movement? That's a very good action. I think, yes, we talked about place. We talked about preposition of place yesterday. Today, let's talk about time, about prepositions of time. Yes, people, this is the best idea. And okay, F5. F5, and we talked about preposition of place yesterday. Today, let's talk about prepositions of time. Perfect, Peter. We stay in study mode and we move the prepositions of time. And because this is study mode, we go slowly, one idea at a time, with questions that help you discover the pattern. No rush, no pressure, just guided learning. Prepositions of time. Step 1. We start with three most important ones: at, on, in. These three are the foundation. Before we continue the next group, I want to check your intuition. Here is your small study mode question, only one. Which preposition do we use for clock times? For examples, for example, at this is a very good, I don't know. At 5 p.m. on midnight, Peter, you have just talked. You learned this kind of prepositions thanks to your English teacher. Don't remember it. That's a shame for you. No, it's not. Okay, people don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. Simply, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, my English teacher. Okay, people, don't worry, Peter. Don't worry. You are simply learning. Let's revise it. Let's revise it. Let's revise it. Okay. I don't know. And here is, I don't know. No problem at all, Peter. This is exactly what study mode is for. If you don't know, we simply take the next tiny step together. No stress, no pressure, just guided discovery. Let's make it super easy. People, I really don't remember. It's not a joke. Step 1, the simplest time preposition. Here is a tiny hint. We say at we say pipe 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 5 p.m. 7:30 midnight noon. These are exact clock times, and the preposition we use for exact times is at. We say people at 5 p.m., at 7:30, at midnight, at noon. But I don't know what but I don't want you to memorize it. I want you to feel it. Just feel like energy. Okay. So here's your small study mode question, only one. Can you make one example with at plus a time? Something simple like at 6 p.m., at 10 15, at midnight, at 5 p.m. CET, um, um, a storm uh, scared me today. Why not? Because people, as you, I don't know if you know, but in my village was a big, no, big storm. It wasn't a big storm at all. It was a just little storm. And okay, Peter, don't talk about nonsense. Uh, 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 eh, 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 just continue with revision of the prepositions. Okay, I felt a little awkward. I don't know why. I don't know why. Simply I remembered something. I don't know what. And okay, Peter, just continue. And here is. At 5 p.m. CET, a storm scared me today. Peter, that is a perfect example, and now we stay in study mode, so I'll guide you step by step. You wrote, at 5 p.m. CET, a storm scared me today. And guess what? That is 100% correct usage of at for time. Uh, Beautiful, natural, exactly what I wanted from step 1. Now we can safely move to step 2. The next tiny preposition. We already learned at exact times. At 5 p.m., at midnight, at 7:30. Now we move to the next one. On. We use on for days and dates. Examples. Don't memorize, just feel the pattern. Pattern. On Monday, on Friday evening, on my birthday, on 12th May, on Christmas Day. But I won't give you too many. Study mode means you discover the pattern. Your tiny question, only one. Can you make one sentence with on plus day or date? Something simple like on Monday, on Saturday we, on 1st January, anything you want, funny, serious, okay, with on Saturday, Viera shouted at Peter for nothing. For nothing, yeah. Yes, this is perfect. And we can continue. On Saturday, Viera shouted at Peter for nothing. Peter that sentence is perfect, and now we stay in study mode. I'll guide you step by step. You wrote. On Saturday, Viera shouted at Peter for nothing. Excellent use of on for a day. You choose a day, Saturday. You used on and you build a full sentence. This is exactly how prepositions of time work. So now we can safely move to step 3, the third big preposition of time. We already have at exact times, on days and dates. Now we add in. We use in for longer periods of time. Examples. Don't memorize, just feel the pattern. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in May, in 2026, in the summer, in the future. But I won't overload you. Study mode means no one small step. Your tiny question, only one. Can you make one sentence with in plus a period of time? Something simple like in the morning. In the morning, Viera was preparing, was prepared for shouting at Peter. It's funny. It has to be fun, isn't it? Okay, people. We have to wait. We have to wait. And we have to wait. Okay, let's continue. 5. In the morning, Vera was prepared for shouting at Peter. Peter, this is exactly the kind of chaotic people sentence that makes grammar unforgettable. You wrote, in the morning, Vera was prepared for shouting at Peter. And now, staying fully in study mode, I'll get you step by step. Your use of in is perfect. You choose a period of time in the morning, and that's exactly when we use in. So now you have successfully used at 5 p.m. CET, a storm scared me. On Saturday, Vera shouted at Peter. In the morning, Vera was prepared. This means you mastered the big three prepositions of time. Now we can safely move to the next step. Step 4. Expanding your time prepositions. We continue with the next group, but still one idea at a time. Here are 3 more important prepositions of time. There are not only 3. Okay. I'm not scared. Let's continue. Before, after, during. But I won't explain all 3 at once. Study mode means small steps. Let's take just one. Before. We use before to talk about something that happens earlier than another event. Example, not memorize, just feel it. Memorizing is not allowed today. Before lunch, before the lesson, before midnight. So now your turn. Your tiny question. Only one. Can you make one sentence with before plus a time or event? Something simple. Before the storm. Before the storm, I was scared and no, I was praying. I was praying for stopping it. Why not? Yes, this is true, people. Before the storm, I was praying for the better time. Yes, of course, because I hate storms like everyone. Okay, F5. Before the storm, I was praying for stopping it. Peter, this is exactly the kind of chaotic, dramatic people sentence that makes grammar unforgettable. You wrote, before the storm, I was praying for stopping it. And now, staying fully study mode, I'll guide you step by step, one idea at a time. Step 4, feedback. Before. Your sentence shows you understand the meaning of before perfectly. Before, earlier than another event, you used it with the storm, you created a clear time relationship. So the preposition is correct. Now we gently refine the grammar, still in study mode, so only one small improvement at a time. Here's the tiny thing. In English, after pray for, we normally use a noun or ing form, but for events, we usually say pray for it to stop, not pray for stopping it. Aha. Uh, pray for it stop. Um, Not pray for stopping it. Okay, so the natural version is before the storm, I was praying for it to stop. But your meaning was 100% clear. We're just polishing. Okay, it. I won this round. Okay, because I was simply right. Okay, not at all, but I was. Step five. That next preposition of time. You've mastered at, on, in, before. Now we move to the next one. After. We use after to talk about something that happens later than another event. Examples. Don't memorize, just feel the pattern. After lunch, after the lesson, after midnight, after the storm. Now your turn. Your tiny study mode question, only one. Can you make one sentence with after plus a time of or event? Anything you want. Funny, dramatic, Viera style, Peter style. Okay. I try something. After the storm, I was happy that it didn't destroy my electricity. Why not? It is true. Really? Yes, yes, people. I'm happy that the storm didn't destroy our electricity. I'm happy right now. I can be with you. Thank you, thank you. The the storm that it was today. Okay, F5. F5. After the storm, I was happy that it didn't destroy my electricity. Peter, your sentence. After the storm, I was happy that it didn't destroy my electricity. Is exactly what I wanted. And now we stay in study mode, so I got you step by step, one idea at a time. Step 5, feedback after. You use after perfectly. After, later than another event. You used it with the storm. You created a clear time sequence. The meaning is natural and correct. So now you have successfully used at, on, in, before, after. This is a strong foundation for prepositions of time. Now we can move to the next one, but still one small step at a time. Step 6, the next preposition of time. The next important one is during. We use during to talk about something that happens inside a longer event or period. Examples, don't memorize, just feel the idea. During the lesson, during the storm, during the night, during the movie. Now it's your turn. Okay, your tiny study mode question, only one. Can you make one sentence with during and yes, of course. During the listening of my favorite English podcast, I fell asleep. I fell asleep. That is true too. I like to sleep during listening my favorite English podcasts. And okay, we have to wait. And now at 5. During the listening of my favorite English podcasts, I fell asleep. Peter, this is peak people storytelling, and now we stay in study mode, so I guide you step by step, one idea at a time. You wrote, during the listening of my favorite English podcast, I fell asleep. The meaning is 100% clear and the preposition during is used correctly. Now we gently polish the grammar, but only tiny improvement at a time. Step 6, feedback during. You use during exactly the right way. During, inside a longer event, you use it with listening to podcasts. The time relationship is clear, so the preposition is perfect. Now the tiny grammar fix. In English, we don't say during the listening of. We say during plus noun or or during plus activity in plus ing form. So the natural version is during listening to my favorite English podcast, I fell asleep. Or even more natural, during my favorite English podcast, I fell asleep. Aha. That's better. Yes, of course it is. It is better. And one more tiny correction. Fell asleep. Because fall asleep is an irregular verb. But again, your meaning was clear, and that's what matters in study mode. Yes, people, I tried to be clever, but I wasn't at all. But as I always say, if we are learning here. We are here for learning English. What we are, uh, what else we don't we want to do? Okay, people. Step 7, next preposition of time. You master at, on, in, before, after, during. Now we add the next one, until. We use until to talk about something that continues up to a specific time. Examples, don't memorize, just feel the idea. Until 5 p.m., until midnight, until the storm ended, until the lesson finished. Now it's your turn. Your tiny study mode question, only one. Can you make one sentence with until plus a time of event? Something simple like until the storm stopped, until the lesson ended, until midnight. Funny, dramatic, Viera style, Peter style, anything is fine. Wait a minute. I have to activate my phone. Okay, we are here, and we can continue until the storm stopped. I prayed for for fast stop. For fast stop, yes, of course I tried, but I wasn't successful. But it wasn't so strong, Peter. Don't worry. Okay, F5. Until the storm stopped, I prayed for fast stop. Peter, this is exactly the kind of chaotic grammatic peep mode sentence that makes grammar unforgettable, and we stay in study mode, so I guide you step by step, one idea at a time. You wrote, until the storm stopped, I prayed for fast stop. This meaning is completely clear, and the preposition until is used correctly. Now we gently polish the grammar, only one tiny improvement at a time. Step 7, feedback until. We used until perfectly. Until something continues up to a specific moment. You used it with the storm stopped. The time relationship is clear and natural. So the preposition is 100% correct. Now the tiny grammar fix. In English, we don't say pray for fast stop. We say prayed for it to stop quickly, or prayed for the storm to stop quickly. That's interesting. And the natural version of your sentence becomes, until the storm stopped, I prayed for it to stop quickly. But again, your meaning was clear, and that's what matters is what matters in study mode. Step 8, next preposition of time. You've mastered at, on, in, before, after, during, until. Okay, wait. We are streaming for 23 minutes now, and since is the last one. Since is really the last one. Now we add the next one. Since. We use since to talk about starting point of something that continues until now. Examples, don't memorize, just feel the idea. Since Monday, since 2020, since the morning, since the storm started. Now it's your turn. Your tiny study mode question, only one. Can you make one sentence with since plus starting point on? Yes, since the morning. Uh, since uh, the start of this live stream, I decided what I decided. Since the start of this live stream, I decided to end this live stream uh, after 30 minutes. Uh, let's stop it. Okay, people, I think that's it. Okay, people, F5, and okay, we can continue. Since the start of this live stream, I decided to end this to this live stream after 40 minutes. Let's stop it. Peter, this is exactly the chaotic peep mode energy allow. And we stay in study mode, so I guide you step by step, one idea at a time. You wrote, since the start of this live stream, I decided to end this live after 40 minutes. Let's stop it. And this is a perfect moment to pause the grammar lesson and give you your study mode feedback. Step 8, feedback since. You use since correctly, since starting point. You use since the start of this live stream. The meaning is clear and natural. So the preposition is perfect. Now the tiny grammar polish. Only one small thing. Instead of I decided to end this live stream after 40 minutes, we normally say I decided to end the live stream after 40 minutes. Where is the difference? Aha! I decided to end this live stream after 40 minutes. Okay, but your meaning was 100% clear, and that's what matters in study mode. Study mode wrap up. You have now successfully used at, on, in, before, after, during, until, since. Okay, that's it, people. That's it. Really, that's it. That's it. And we have to change to smart. That's it for today. Create a 500 word funny story inspired by my novel The Vampire Girl Diary. Don't use my personal life or my job. Use today's English grammar. Let's go. Okay, people, that's it for today. But before the end of this live stream, it's time for the bedtime story generated by Microsoft Copilot, inspired by my novel The Vampire Girl Diary. And we have to wait for a few minutes, not few minutes, few seconds, of course, because it doesn't. Okay, I'm streaming for 27 minutes. It's really right time to end this live stream. Okay. Okay, here is the story. And we can start. Okay, there is the story. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's start. Now, people, what now? I decided that this is the end of the live stream, but before the end, I want to read you an act like a real actor. A 500 word story created and generated by Microsoft Copilot, and because I want to show you this kind of English grammar in English story, let's go. The story is created and generated by Microsoft Copilot and is only inspired by my novel The Vampire Diary. Let's start. That is for today. Create a 500 word funny story inspired by my novel The Vampire Diary. Don't use my personal life or my job. Use today's English grammar. Let's go. Peter Backlap. Here comes a 500 word story. Here comes a 500 word funny story inspired by Viera the Vampire Diary using today's prepositions of time at, on, in, before, after, during, until, since. No personal life, no job references, just pure Viera energy and chaos. Viera and the storm of absolute nonsense. A 500 word peep mode comedy story. Viera the Vampire Girl woke up in the morning with a very unusual feeling. She was bored. And when Viera was bored, the universe usually suffered. She stretched her wings, cracked her knuckles, and whispered, "Let's cause some drama." The castle trembled at 7 a.m., which was far too early for any responsible supernatural creature to be awake. On Saturday, the Great Vampire Council had warned her, "Viera, please, no more chaos before breakfast." Naturally, she ignored them. She opened her diary, the one with the enchanted lock that screamed every time she wrote something embarrassing and scribbled, "Today's mission, find something ridiculous to shout about." Before the sun reached the castle windows, Vera had already shouted at 3 bats, 2 ghosts, and 1 confused broomstick. None of them knew why. Vera didn't know either, but shouting was fun and that was enough. During the afternoon, a massive storm rolled across the sky. Dark clouds gathered like moody teenagers, lightning flashed like paparazzi, and thunder grumbled like an old vampire who hadn't had This morning, blood coffee. Vera stood on her balcony, kept flapping dramatically, and declared, "Finally, a storm worthy of my emotional intensity." She loved storms. They made her feel powerful. They also made her hair look amazing. After the storm began, Vera noticed something strange. The lightning bolts were forming shapes. First a bat, then a heart, then a giant potato. She squinted. "Is the sky flirting with me?" she whispered. The sky rumbled flirtuously. This was new. Until the storm stopped, Vera stood outside, shouting instructions at the clouds like a director filming a supernatural soap opera. More lightning, less wind. Give me drama, give me passion, give me potatoes again. The storm obeyed. The sky was clearly in love, but then disaster. After the storm ended, Vera realized something horrifying. Her hair was no longer perfect. It was frizzy. Frizzy! The ultimate vampire nightmare. She gasped. She gasped so loudly that three gargoyles fainted. "This is unacceptable," she hissed. "I demand vengeance." She marched back into the castle, kept swirling like a furious tornado, and wrote in her diary, "Since the beginning of time, no vampire has suffered as much as I have suffered today." The diary locked, screamed dramatically. Vera slammed it shut. She stormed into the throne room where her loyal minions were pretending to work. "Listen up," she shouted. "The sky messed up my hair. We must declare war on meteorology." The minions stared at her. One brave skeleton raised a hand. Vera, how do we fight in the weather?" Vera blinked. She hadn't thought that far. "Easy," she said confidently. "We shouted it." And so at midnight, Vera stood on the castle roof, yelling at the sky with all the fury of a vampire queen whose hairstyle had been personally insulted by nature. The sky, terrified, immediately apologized with a tiny rainbow. Vera smiled. "Good, now bring me potatoes." Okay, people, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And let's read the slogan of Peter's English Podcast and Bob's Your Uncle. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. Don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Yes, people, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I want to tell you, bye-bye.